Holla, holla, Eagle Finn. Finners, what up? Baseballers in the holla. 12 box Friday night. This is a good break, Finn. This is a good break. So, Chrome Black, Chrome Update, Topps Chrome, Crusade, Stadium Club, Select. Shit yeah, baby. Shit yeah. Well, happy Friday, Eagle Finn. Thanks for closing this thing up. Some of you had several teams. Several of you got your PC team. So congrats on that. That's tough to do sometimes. TriStar 8x10. Hope we get a freaking banger. Seriously, hope we get a freaking banger. So, Finn, I'm on time. You guys don't know what to do being on time. So we can tell Unky Steve, I was on time, motherfucker. I'm ready to break this. So got our football, I think all our rest of our football stuff arriving tomorrow. I've got all football breaks separated, so they are ready to go. Then we got this one. So, yeah, Finn, you guys in Dallas have a busy weekend coming up. So I know some of you will be working on Monday, and majority of you will be off on Monday. So very nice. Labor Day. Your pools will be open. My pool's open year round. So I don't have to wait for the pool to open. Got to wait for it to close in the evenings, but yeah, we don't like to see it close. No, we'd love to go in there late night. So, but Finners, hope you're having a great week. You got a few days left in this week, if you call it that, especially with the holiday. Then my daughter called me excited today. She got off at noon, so plus she's got Monday off, so she's got 3.5 days off. But I hope all's going well for you guys, Finners. I know you guys worked hard on closing this up, so it was only out there a week. I know a week seems a long time for some of you waiting to get, but hey, you guys really kicked ass on closing up here so we could break tonight. So I'm glad of that. I'm glad. So, Sir Thomas, what up? Sir Thomas with 6 teams. David Duck with 6 teams. Jared Brolsma with 4 teams. Bunch of you had 2. Ivo, Ryan Wandersee, Unky Steve. Damn. So you guys, like I said, you guys worked hard on closing this up. So I'm excited. All right, that will be our last box. This or our 8x10 will be our last box. So we're putting those babies away. Put them away. All right, there you see the hardware. So we got 5 megas, 5 blasters. So Chrome Update, 2 Topps Crusade or 2 Panini Crusade, Topps Chrome, Topps Holiday. Yeah. Another Crusade. Very nice. Jared Brolsman in the holla. The Duckster in the holla. What up? I just saying you guys worked hard to close this. So, especially with you guys were taking claiming the majority of the team. So, very nice. Good job on closing this baby up so we could break it tonight. So, Prism, Stadium Club, Topps Chrome Update, Chrome, Select. We'll keep a Chrome and a Select up there to start. Then we got our 7th inning stretch. Reds baseball game, kind of shitty in Ohio. They got like 60. I don't know. It's probably 60 degrees right now. 60 degrees and it's raining. So that means it's raining in Cincinnati also because I'm only 40 minutes from Cincinnati. So yes, got the Cardinals in town. So all right, Finn. So we'll start off with, like I said, the Select in the Topps Chrome, 12 boxes tonight. So I think there was like 440 cards, if I'm not mistaken, 440. So hell yeah, very nice, very nice. Those of you in the football, I got football. The rest of our football should be here tomorrow. So that next break will be interesting. It'll have a Panini Sparkle Pack in it, Prism. So I'm excited for that. Yeah, I could have put a damn thing on eBay or, I didn't want to. It's got to be in a break. It's crazy what those fuckers sell for on eBay. I mean, really is. It really is. So, Jared, how you doing tonight? David Hurst, well, how you doing tonight? Saying, I hope you guys had an awesome week. You got like 3 days left in this weekend, so looking forward to that. I'm not sure what's going on down here. I know some of our favorite bands are playing throughout the week. My favorite band's playing tonight. They're also playing tomorrow night. It's just, last time I drove up there was on New Year's Eve. So, Whiskey Wings, Tarpon Springs. They're at Ricky T's tonight. Ricky T's in Tampa. It's about a 20-minute drive over the brick road and through the woods. Yeah, we got to drive brick road to go to a couple other places where Rockturnal plays and Stormbringer play. So, but I'll get a band in this weekend. I guarantee it. Rockturnal's playing at Hogan's Hangout. So Hulk Hogan's Bar on Sunday. Got to go to Aunt Gail and Unky Steve's on Sunday for rib dinner. All right. Gail's been talking about that dinner all week. So I guess there's going to be a few people there. So we'll have fun. Then we'll go see the band. Sounds good. All right, Finners. Well, you ready to get rolling? Get ready to pull some fire, hopefully. I know we'll have a decent few hits, and we'll have one auto and Crusades. We're going to have some out of Panini Black. We know we're going to have the 8x10s. So let's hope we can pick up another banger along the way. So, Finn, this is your starting lineup for tonight, Friday night baseball. The Ducksters starting us off with the Diamondbacks. That was one of the closed teams. Jared Brolsma on the Atlanta Braves and the Baltimore Orioles. Very nice. Duckster on the Red Sox. Bradley Knoll on the Chicago Cubs. So we got his PC. Angel Hernandez got his PC on the White Sox. Kenny Sparacco from Kettering, Ohio, chiming in on the Cincinnati Reds. So I worked with Kenny for close to 12 or so years. Sir Thomas on the Cleveland Indians. That is a PC team. Ryan Wandersee found his way back in. So Ryan always grabbed the Rockies. That is his PC team. So very nice. Ryan in the holla. Jared also picking up Detroit. That was picked up late. David Duckster, the Hurst on the Astros and the Royals. The Astros were the other closed team. So the Astros and the Diamondbacks, you got to root for those guys. You got to root for all of them, right? Tim and Deb, the Bronze on the Angels. David on the Dodgers. Sir Thomas on the Marlins. That was a late pickup. Eric Wood finding his way back in. He's a Green Bay Packers fan and a Brew Crew fan. So first time Eric's been in a long while. So welcome back. Sir Thomas on the Twins. That was a late pickup. Tim and Deb on the Mets as a second team. They got two. Duckster on the Yankees. Steiners and Black and Gold on Oakland. Unky Steve and Aunt Gail. Aunt Gail wanted the Phillies. Don't ask me why. Unky Steve's PC is the St. Louis Cardinals. So I know nothing. Gail asked me. We were over there. I was over there on earlier in the week. He goes, "What teams are left? Tell me what teams are left." Okay. Okay. Ivo on the Pirates, looking for some skiing. Sir Thomas on the Padres. Jared on the Giants. Ivo on the Seattle Mariners. That is a PC team. Unky Steve on the Cardinals. Sir Thomas on Tampa Bay Rays. That was a late pickup. And the Texas Rangers. All right. So, very nice. Ryan Wandersee also picked up the Blue Jays. And then Ivan Mott Also picking up the Washington Nationals. That is your starting lineup, Eagle Fin. You ready? You ready? Select first or Topps Chrome first? We'll do select. We'll do select. So let's roll, Finn. Let's roll. Get our focus on. Get our focus on. Lights set up. And let's pull us some fire. Pull us some fire. All right. Box breakdown. I've had this trash box over here for a minute. Fran kind of helps me keep it in order. So she should be home anytime to ring your bell. Tennessee needs a baseball team. That's crazy. You know, you guys would probably pull in some good people, I believe. You guys put it in the right place. Obviously, I think you would. God, I love going to Tennessee. Love going to Tennessee. Oh, my gosh. Gatlinburg. God, we did Gatlinburg for, 7 years in a row? But I missed a few. But then go back. I mean, I hit Gatlinburg a good 12 or 13 times out of the last 20 years. Easy. So, God, we had some big places down in Gatlinburg also. We're looking for the orange. What is it? The orange shock or something like that? Orange shock or whatever it is. All right. Well, good luck, everybody. Good luck. Let's see what we can find us. We are rolling. All right. Let me see what we got here. I don't like that light. I don't know about this one either. All right. A little different tonight. I'll lower it down just a little bit more. I'm trying to help you guys see me a little bit, but we get a better picture when I'm there. You go. All right. Lombard, Marcelo Mayer on a rookie. So Boston checking in on the first one. Roger Clemens, Luke Dickerson on the shock, whatever you want to call it. There's something in here. I don't know what that is. Ethan Salas, Pablo Sandoval. What we got here? Global icons on Adrian Gonzalez. Cool card. Connor Griffin, not a rookie card on Connor Griffin. And then Mike Piazza on the going sideways card. Noah Schultzberger. Rhett Lauder on the rookie for the Reds. Pee Wee Reese on the Dodgers. Nick Kurtz on a rookie card for Oakland. Very nice. And then J.D. Dix. Check it in. Nice one there. Now, what year was Connor Griffin's card? Rookie card. That'd been 24, I guess. I know Rhett still filtered through, which is like Ellie. Ellie filtered through like a couple years, especially once he got the Panini products. You know, came out in Bowman early. Came out in, what was he? Onyx. He came out in Onyx early also. So Ellie's having a pretty good year, batting .290. Wish he'd do a little bit more, but JJ Bleday, been hot for the Reds. The Reds, obviously, you guys know that the Reds have the worst batting average in baseball. So, all right, your second half of your select, everybody. Grover. Cade Horton on a rookie. Ryan Johnson on a rookie, as well as Agustin Ramirez. All right, what we got here? Zahir Hope. Kind of a black, red, black, and blue. Red. We got numbers. 248. So, Los Angeles. Nice one there on Hope. Not a rookie card. Sorry about that. All right. Zahir Hope. Good looking card with numbers. Seriously. All right. Get these guys. We got a few left. David Duck, you got a big stack from the 2 baseball breaks. So do you, Thomas. Yours is pretty big also. I think you guys have the biggest stacks out of the 2 baseballs I just finished. All right, Roman Anthony coming back again for Boston, putting Boston back on the board. Ty Cobb, Will Clark, Kyle Teal on a rookie orange, and Caba. Stars in Caba, Miami. I don't know who that guy is, Thomas. I know you got Miami. Dude, what about Kyle Busch? Shit, I used to always go to races with my ex, not Amanda, but prior to that was my true ex. We always used to go to races, especially go to Talladega, but we got 3 other places also, including the dirt tracks were in Rossburg, Ohio. Those guys were all there. Gordon was there. Earnhardt was there. You know, Bushes were there. But 41 years old, damn, dude. He was like spitting up blood and shit. 41, damn. I had my quadruple at 48. But 41, come on. He was a beast driving. You know, he was reckless, but he was fun to watch when you were there watching him. I mean, he was, you know, I watched him at Talladega, fucking 200 mile an hour on the backstretch, fucking get turned and flip on his hood. That was the only time I sat on the back. The only time me and Megan sat on the back. And then we got every other time we went in, we ended up getting right like the start finish, but we were looking directly at the pits. So we had the pits in front of us, and then the start finish was like 100 yards to the right. So we always seen, you know, some great shit at Talladega. Daytona was my first race. That was the first time that Junior went back to Daytona, which actually it was a Pepsi 400. So it was the second race. Dad died in Daytona. But it was the first time Junior had went back. He had the Budweiser All-Star car. It was a badass looking car. Oh my gosh. He took 4 laps with 11 laps to go. 2.5 mile track, obviously. And with 7 laps to go, he took the lead, and that place just erupted. So it's hard to believe that Earnhardt's death been that long also. God, we just had Biffle. Biffle died. Biffle was freaking young also. All right. Well, let's see who we can get up on the podium. We got numbers for LA. Pulling a like a sepia to the top. Good luck, everybody. Top's Chrome. Reese Hoskins on the sepia refractor. Good looking cards. Josh Jung. Got an X-Fractor back here. Xavier Edwards. Michael Hellman. Rookie X-Fractor for St. Louis and Unky Steve. Corey Seager. J.P. Crawford. Wilt Wagner. Ben Rice for the Yankees. There you go, Duckster, your first one. Billy Wagner and Jesse Winker, Wee Willie Winker. Mets. That was an X-Red on the Winker refractor. All right. Sepia on top. Couple decent rookies right there. Yeah, we didn't open up any tops, did we, in the first break? Tops or Bowman? I still haven't got us any Bowman yet. Tops prices on their baseball and their football is fucking stupid. Finally starting to come down a little bit, but I'm trying to look at a couple, you know, Topps Chrome football on eBay to see if I can get a better price on my distributors. Some nice ones in here. Jace Jung on a Detroit sepia rookie. George Kirby, Josh Lowe, Kodai on the wave. Paul Skeens, Colton Cowser on the sepia. Edgar Enriquez for the Dodgers. Future Stars, that is Anthony Volpe on the Future Stars. Nice looking card on the Future Stars. And then a Chris Sale on the wave. And then Will Warren on the rookie for the Yankees. So Yankees with 2 out of this box so far. Very nice Duckster. Atlanta with their first. No numbers on those waves. It's a great looking card on the Future Stars. Dodgers have a few. Colton Cowser checking in for the O's. Skeens on a year 2 with the Rookie of the Year symbol on it. All right, so Topps Chrome and Update going to give us a lot of sleevers the way it looks. So, God, it's been a while since I've opened these. I forget. Always a bunch to sleeve out of the Topps baseball. Gotta say, baseball, I've said this over the years, busting baseball boxes is completely different than the football boxes by far. All right. Well, it looks like the Yankees made it up. They got 3 of the first ones that I know of. There might be another couple in there with 3, but we'll put the Yankees up on the podium. Duckster on the podium to start. All right, let's go. Let's go. Couple of silvers in back in here. Couple refractors. Alcantara. Rhett Lauder for the Reds and Kenny. Jung-Hoo Lee. Lars Nootbaar on the sepia. And Billy Cook. Billy Cook for the Pirates. So Ivo getting some Billy. Oh, Billy. So Billy checking in. St. Louis with their second, I believe, on the Lars. And then Cincinnati with their second, Rhett Lauder. All right, so this will be the end of our Topps Chrome Blast. Good luck. C.J. Abrams. Maybe. Abrams. Kodai. Malloy on the Detroit rookie. Shrapnel included. DeGrominator. Sagano for Baltimore. Bryce Harper on the Power Players. There you go, Philly. Ain't Gail getting her first for the Phillies. And then we've got a Chris Bassett on a wave. And then Will Warren again. This one a wave for the Yankees and the Duckster. So Yankees add another one to their podium. Not a bad box. Bassett Hound. Bryce. First Philly card. Sagano. Baltimore's had a few. And Detroit's had a few. Nice stack already for 2 boxes over here to my left. So, just think about baseball. You always got tons of rookies. You know that. You know that. Tons of rookies. All right, get some more pennies. Nice Bryce. And then the Bassett Hound for Toronto. All right, Finn, let's do a mega. Let's do a Crusade mega. Put these guys to the dugout run already. The Dougie. Cheers, everybody. And Crusade incoming. Third box in. Let's go. Let's go, Finners. All right, Panini Crusade. Be 1 auto in here. Let's just get a redemption. They're like stuck. All right, come on, Crusade. Come on, Punini. All right, look for one auto, whatever else we can find. Get some nice inserts, a couple prisms. Well, we got 48 cards, 50 cards, 48. I think there's 48. Got the wave going on these cards, that's for sure. Last pack, Tim. Last pack. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Pappy on the shoulder already? All right, what we got here, Finn? I don't know where it's at. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? All right, we'll have to do that freaking I told you. Panini fucking coming through, dumbasses. All right, we'll have to do that tomorrow. Motherfuckers. Hi, Pappy. Hi, Pappy. Oh, Panini. You're so handsome. Yeah, you're so handsome. All right, Panini points, 150, everybody. Call bullshit. Miller. Judge on a gold. Who's that? Jensen. Judge on the gold. Call to arms on the Roman Anthony for Boston. So now Boston's got several. Luke Schall on the rookie. Cal Ripken. Got a Kyle DeBarge. Kyle DeBarge. Who the hell's Kyle DeBarge? Yes, I know Mahit Queen, the guy on the card. Jesse Moore. Jacob Maserati. Rhett Lauder is going to get the Reds up there. Try to get the Reds up there with his third. Crusade on the Roman Anthony. So 2 Roman Anthonys out there. Porter. Molina. Gold on Kevin Alcantara. So at least it's a rookie on the gold. And Lauder on the numbers. Rhett Lauder on the podium all by himself. Shit. So that's the 4th Lauder, I believe, we've had tonight. I love that freaking card. That's my favorite card out of this box. All right, at least we got a rookie. So Cubbies with their first for Bradley. B-Rad. 2 Roman Anthonys. So that'll put Boston up there also. So Boston will be up. So we'll get them. Another Rhett Lauder on the Call to Arms. Call to Arms is a really good-looking card also. Really good-looking card. Card number 1 is the Lauder. And then a gold on the Maserati, Schall, Crusade on another Roman Anthony, or I mean, Call to Arms on a Roman Anthony. And then we've got the gold Judge. He'll get a double bubble. Being the Judge. All right, so Judge going up on the podium for the Duckster on the parallel. All right, so let's find Boston and let's find Cincinnati. See if we can find anybody else that might sneak in there also. A couple trying. Roman Anthony. Marcelo Mayer, Rhett Lauder. All right. We had another Rhett. I swore we had another Rhett, damn it. Maybe I'm wrong. There we go. All right, so Lauder up there, Reds with 4. Put Steiners and Steiners. It's Steiner, Kenny Sparacco. I've called him Steiner for I don't know how long. Call to Arms up there. So that puts Boston. Duckster with his second podium. So he's got Boston and the Yankees up there. Damn Panini, what the hell? All right. Got a Houston Crusade on a Cam Smith. Cam Smith blue. So that was a closed team. Very nice. The hell is that? Arizona on a Ryan Waldschmidt. Ryan Waldschmidt. That's a freaking good looking card. Walker, Simpson, Chandler Simpson. Oh my gosh. Roman Anthony on the gold. What we got here? Certified stars. Who that is? Deion Sanders going to the Yankees? What? That's sick. Thank you. Neon Deion. That's a good looking card. All right. Janik, I don't like the way these guys shine in the lights. They're tough for me to see. Kevin McDougal, Piazza, Crusade Gold on Caldwell. We got another win. Who that is? Bryce Eldridge. I believe that's San Francisco. Yes, it is. Bryce Eldridge on San Francisco on the Certified Stars. So Certified Stars, San Fran. That's like their first. So Jared on that one. All right. We got a good stack left. We still have half a stack. Freaking Panini points. Mother Hubbards. Roman Anthony Gold. Chandler Simpson. Ryan Waldschmidt for Arizona. And then Cam Smith on the rookie for Houston. That was a close team for the Duckster. I know nothing about Cam Smith there, Duckster. Don't know him. I don't know him. Freaking Panini. Man, that pisses me off. Took one of our freaking autos. All right. St. Louis on some Tink Hence. Tink Hence for the Unkie. Roman Anthony on a Crusade. Michael Jack Schmidt from Dayton, Ohio. Colt Keith. Got a Marlando. Got a Jacob Wilson on a gold. Got future stars. Who is that? James Tibbs? Who? James Tibbs. Who the hell is James Tibbs? All right, I don't. Me and him don't go way back. Cam Smith again coming out. So a couple Cams out of here. Trey Savage. Malcolm Moore. Kellen Lindsley on a gold, and then Wood. That's a good one for Washington. James Wood getting in there on a numbers, jersey numbers. Love that card. So very nice. Nice one there for Ivo in Washington. All right, got a couple Cam Smiths checking in, that's for sure. Wilson. Roman Anthony getting another one to his podium. And then Tink Hence for St. Louis Lou. Stevie Magoo. All right. Cam Smith. There's the Cam. All right, Roman Anthony going to the podium. San Fran with two out of there. Go with the Bryce Eldridge. Don't ask me on that one. And then the Cam Smith. All right, so Cam. All right, couple Cams in there. James Wood out of there. We got. All right. So what? I can't even see it. Sasaki. Rintaro Sasaki. All right. Tampa Bay getting a Carson Williams on a Crusade. Cara. Who the hell is that? Kaba. Cruz. Bubba. No numbers out of here either. Jace Jung. Crusade Gold on a Chase Lauder. Certified Stars on Jordan Lawler. So there you go. Arizona. And the last one out, Frunky Steve, on a Tink Hintz. So a couple Tink Hintzes out of there on the Crusade. A couple Prisms. Panini screwed us with the fucking 150 Panini points. I call bullshit. Tampa Bay with another one for Thomas. Jung in the holla for Detroit Rock City. And then Carson for Tampa Bay. All right, well, James Wood, I believe, is about one of the best ones we've got out of that box. So, Mark Panini, I tell you, fark 'em. All right, we got Angel. Fran checking in. Sasaki still in college at Stanford? Really? Well, Sasaki is still in college at Stanford. Really? Hasn't been selected by anybody? That's crazy. Leave it up to Panini. All right, got 3 podiums up there. Boston, New York Yankees, and Cincinnati. We got 150 Panini points. Mother Hubbards. Let's do the Topps Holiday Mega. We know we're going to get something in there. Sasaki. Where the hell is Sasaki at? Where the hell is Saki at? Did I sleeve him? There we go. We'll just randomize him off tomorrow also if he's still yeah, it says Stanford on there. All right, Sasaki. All right, so we got Panini points and Sasaki. Hell yeah, thank you. All right, the holiday. Give us some holiday magic. Holiday magic, please. Be nice to get an auto. We'll take a bat. Game used bat. That was awful thick. I don't know. I think that's got your holiday in it. All right, so let's go. Holiday in the holla. Looking for some sparkles, some snow, some candy canes. We need some love, that's for damn sure. What's J-Rod flip backwards for? Is that a parallel? Yeah, there it is. There you go. J-Rod for Seattle. He got a present. He got a present that he flipped backwards. I like that. That worked out good. It's a good one for Seattle because they haven't had anything yet. There's another one flip backwards. We got Garrett Crochet. So Crochet flipped backwards. You got some snow on there? What the hell you got? Oh, he got something on his hat. Well, that worked out good with those guys. What we got here? Jackson Churio. All right, so Churio getting the early sleeve. Garrett Crochet with the early sleeve, and J-Rod with the Christmas package on the open. The Christmas ornament. That's right. Well, that's right. Shit. The hell's a Christmas ornament? Why wouldn't they get it out? There was no Christmas ornament in there. Dude, there was no Christmas ornament in there. There was not a Christmas ornament in there. Why wasn't there a Christmas ornament in there? Dude, there was no Christmas ornament in there. What the hell? Dude, there was not a Christmas ornament in there. There was not one in that box. What the hell? It didn't even look like there was any room in there for a Christmas ornament, Duckster. It seriously did not look like there was even any room in there by the way that box was to put an ornament in there. I'm serious. That's crazy. But yeah, I thought you were right on that. I thought there should be one. Malloy on some glitter. Detroit rookie. Yeah, that's crazy. So Detroit's got a few. But yeah, there was no. That's weird. All right. Well, we got some blue down here. Blue on top of the stack. That's a good one. All right. Good luck, everybody. Stuck to the top or the bottom. I know, but hold on. Look at this, though. By the way this box was, by the way the box was, it's so tiny, there's only enough room for the packs to fit in there. So I said you started tripping me out, and it's like, well, it's not in there. One die cut ornament per box. One die cut ornament per box. Yeah. One die cut. It says one die cut ornament per box, dude. Hold on. Let me see. Nope. Dude, it's not in here. It's seriously not in here. No, that's the football. No, it's not in there. Not on the floor. That's weird. All right, here we go. Bregman. Call bullshit. Manny Machado. Mayo on a rook. Reynolds. Gunner. Neto. Brooks Lee. Brooks Lee on a rookie. Austin Mays Hayes. The Judge. Got sparkles and on some Marcus Simeon. Shorter ornament. Langoliers. Judge again. So back-to-back Judge. Getting the double bubble. Cattell, Royce Lewis, Rafi, Dustin Harris on a rookie. Wandy Diaz, Yamamoto, Abel on the glitter. So Philly's getting their second. De Castillo, Polar Bear, Soderstrom, Dominguez, Malloy again getting a double bubble. Dylan Cease, Drew Thorpe for the White Sox, and Angel. Angel, how you doing? No, you checked in also. So holla, Bobby. And who's signing me? Who's signing me? Amador and Bliss. I always forget. Told me that the Sasaki's still in Stanford. Always forget when you chime in. Pretty decent start there. Besides the non. What's the same? What's the same on Judge? All right, Brooks Lee, and then the Kobe Mayo. So I guess Malloy was by himself. Shit, thought he had another Malloy in there. Oh, he's got that one right there. He's got the one I already sleeved and put over on the stack. So yeah, he does. He has the glitter. Mr. Cub. Hell yeah. So that's Bradley. Holla, holla, Bubby. Holla, holla. All right, I have to grab some more top loaders from over to my left. We blew through those. Got a blue on top, so we might have some numbers. We might have some numbers. Lots of rookies out of this box. All right, the blue is a polar bear. Polar bear. God, that's sick. That's sick. Tim and Deb, that's a freaking nasty card. So polar on a blue, no numbers. That's a nasty card. Nasty, nasty polar. All right, let me get another thing of pennies. Blew through 100 pennies already. Ernie Banks? What? Dude, that's freaking awesome. Congrats on that, Ernie. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Flaherty. Martinez, Valdez, CJ Abrams, Freddie, Matt Strom, Jacob Wilson on a rookie, Juan Soto, Shanwell, got some glitter on Josh Smith for Texas, Carlos, Zuki, Hayden Birdsong, San Fran, Hayden Birdsong, Clase, Junior Caminero, J-Rod, Alcantara on another rook, Lee Alvarez Jr., Nacho Alvarez for Atlanta, Santander. God, I'd love to have cases of jerseys again, cases of helmets. Oh my gosh, I miss them so much. Logan Gilbert, Aaron Mason Miller, Will Warren on a rook, Corbin Carroll, Kumar Rocker on a rook, Reese Hines on a rook, Mason Wynn, and Hunter Green needs to come back off the DL. Some glitter on some Judge. Glitter on some Judge for Duxter. Getting the holiday glitter. Your podium's just your podium's full. So the Yankees podium is full. Reds add another one to their podium with the Reese Hines. Texas with their second, I believe, second or third. Another Yankee. Alvarez for the Braves. Alcantara for Cubbies. Birdsong for San Fran. Texas with some glitter. Some Smith. Martinez and Jacob Wilson And I think we're about halfway on this box, so this is usually a monster box. So, but yeah, no ornament, no ornament. Kind of fucked up. All right, got a few here, Finn. Got a few. Your stack's monstrous. I think we'll sleeve more in this baseball break than we will in the footballs. And Kumar. So we're a little over halfway. Little over halfway. We've got a few good ones in there. Love that blue polar. Love the glitter on the judge, down to a glitter on top of the other stack. Mookie. Bradley, do you put any of your jerseys and stuff up on the wall, up in cabinets or anything? Ozzy Albies, Rhett Lauder again for the Reds, Arnado, Trey Sweeney, Tucker, Cheerio, Wyatt Langford, Noel, Carter, Reagans, Sugano for Baltimore, Sasaki, Roki Sasaki, Tani, DeGrominator, first Tani we've had out, Alvarez, Dylan Cruz for Washington, and then Kershaw for the Dodgers. So another decent one for Washington. They've only had 2 come out. Go with the wood. LA with the double bubble on Tani, and then Sasaki. And then we've got some glitter also on top here on Tani. No, Dalton, excuse me. Dalton Rushing. I was looking at it upside down. Not even close. All right, so LA getting some Dalton Rushing on some glitter, not Tani. Yeah, you don't put any up. I don't have the room that I had in my my last break room was my bedroom, but it was 14 by 34. So I had freaking plenty of room, even though my walls were like kind of jacked. I guess I didn't have the walls were like I kind of at an angle because it was upstairs so the top ones were like this at an angle, and then the slab in the middle was even. So I guess I was a little shy of room, but I don't want to take it back to the back of the house. I already got Eagle stuff up in the back bedroom. Nothing in my bedroom. But Willie Westberg, Nick Yorks for Pittsburgh, Schwellenbach. I thought you might put up a couple of your favorite. Blake Snell, Screwball, Jimenez, Leo, Zeke Tovar, hit on the bottom, McCutcheon, Jordan Lawler, Vientos, Caden Dana for the Angels. Caden Dana, rookie for the Angels. Fiesta, and then down to our rookie on the bottom. It is a rookie on the bottom. So Festa for the Twinnies, Angels, Toronto, Atlanta, and Schittsburg. All right, we got to get some more podiums up there. I don't know who we're going to go after, but the Mem or whatever we got down the bottom, we'll put that team up. So whoever that team is, we're going to have to go through and find whatever belongs on their podium. Maybe we'll be able to pick up a few more along the way. All right, so your last hit coming out of here. Quick Dougie run. Cheers, everybody. That would be one I would put up. Oh, I would display that, dude. I would have to display that. 'Cause, I mean, that is just, that's just beautiful. 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 That's just beautif I've got a baseball shelf in my cabinet. So, cabinet used to be downstairs. All right, Detroit. Detroit getting some Sweeney. Sweeney on the holiday for Detroit Rock City. Player worn. Holiday relic. Player worn. Holiday relic. So Detroit finding their way up on the podium with a Trey Sweeney at a holiday. Good looking card. All right, so now we got to go through and find Detroit. I don't think Detroit's got any in this stack. All right, I know they got a few in here. They got a few. So Detroit with the podium. Noel just kind of snuck over there. For Cleveland. All right. So did Sagano. What the hell am I doing? LA's trying. A couple of the other ones are trying also. Texas, the A's, Colorado, Seattle, Sox. See him going through here now. It's a bubble there. Boston with a crochet. Boston is another one. Two San Frans. Wee Willie Winker. Wee Willie. Mets. Baltimore, LA. Pittsburgh with a couple. Detroit. Damn, Detroit. Detroit's got a few. Shit. Chicago's got a few. All right, so Detroit. Look at that. That's all Detroit. Shit. Detroit working on a freaking full podium. Few of you in this other stack here. I'm trying to get up. Got a couple. LA, New York. I like that Philly in there for Harper. All right. So, no ornament. Got it fucked up. All right, let's do top Chrome update. Let's do an update on a little guy. Yes, I would definitely display that together. I waited till I moved in here to display my Griffey bat. Sean Revere got the Griffey Reds jersey that was numbered 1 out of 3. It was that special thing through Tristar that I ended up getting. 4 items, and they were freaking so expensive when I bought that. I kept the bat. Somebody else got the ball. And what else did we have? The bat, the jersey. Oh, we have the helmet? What the hell? No, we didn't have the helmet. What the hell was the other item? Why can't I remember that? That shit was so expensive. So expensive. I had no room for the Reds Griffey jersey, and I'm a Reds fan. You guys know that. But I kept the black bat. The black bat's numbered out of 5. There was only 5 of them with special inscription. So, but I had a case for it and everything. The cases for those, Bradley, are nasty. Nasty cases. Picked out some dark cherry, and it's actually displayed in my living room with my Ted Williams autograph. Yeah. We got a couple little other Griffey things up there also, but yeah, gotta display them together. Make you a little a shrine in the corner. Drake Baldwin, Trevino, Midroth, Kepler, Tawa, Rafi, Amador, Amadeus. Yeah, we got some refractors coming in here. Clay Holmes, Fulford, sorry. Dolander, double bubble for Ryan. John Rave, Kansas City, first Kansas City out. Harrison Bader on the sepia. McCusker, Twins, and Jake the Hamburglar on the refractors. So 20s, that's it. There's a 20s sighting. I think the 20s only have a couple out of there. So Carson McCusker. McCusker. All right, Texas with some Hamburglar. Phillies with a Harrison Bader. First KC card out. Well, what we got going on here? Didn't want to open. KC with some Rave. Colorado with a double bubble. So Ryan with a PC double bubble. Very nice, very nice. You got a couple now. And you also got the Amador to go with your double bubble. So that's sweet. All right. Arizona with some Tawa. Oh, no Tawa. Midroth. And then the wave on Drake Baldwin. Right, so Atlanta's had a few. Sox have had a couple. Arizona's had a couple. KC, I believe that's our first fucking KC one. And we haven't even pulled a Bobby Witt yet. I swear that's our first KC card we pulled out of the, we might have pulled one out of Crusade. All right, we got some purple down here. Cheers, everybody. We'll take it. Down to a sepia rookie on top of the stack. McGill. All right, we got a few there. All right, McGill. McGillicuddies. Ballesteros. Campbell on the rook. Osuna on the rook. Ryan O'Hearn on the refractor. Shane Smith on the rookie sepia with a Bobby Witt Jr. There you go. You go from nothing to getting one of the coolest cards in the break. What is that? The hell is that one? What is that? Terrors. Exalt Terror. What is it? Hold on. That's a nasty card. That's a nasty card. All right, so we'll keep that one over to the side. Keep that one to the side. That's sick. That card's sick. Hope that's a short print. Bradley, I'm sure you know what that card is. Boston with another. Cubbies with a Ballesteros. All right, Boston with a Campbell. Boston. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Rhino Hearn on the All-Star Game refractor. And then the Sox getting the sepia. Like I said, a sepia on top, sepia rookie on top. Purple on the bottom. There's something else in there. Some numbers. All right, Pete Crow Armstrong starting us off. Cubbies. Ryan Johnson on the Angels rookie sepia. Very nice. Augusta Martinez, Gunner. 2 purples. Dalton Rushing to 250. Dalton Rushing on the wave. So Dodgers checking in. Very nice. Very nice. Abreu, Fortune 15 on a Chase Dollander. More Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. And an auto on the bottom. Juan Murillo. On the hook is a closed team. It's a closed team on Arizona to 250. No, 299. Excuse me, 299. First auto out. Going out to Arizona. There you go, Duckster. On the close team, making the podium. Arizona. That's crazy. That's crazy. Cool. So Arizona's up there. Fortune 15 on the Colorado Rocky Dollander. So Colorado's had a few show up here. Boston with an Abreu. Another numbered for LA. So that would put the Dodgers close to being up on the podium. 250 on the wave. A's with a Gunner. So that's a pretty good box. I got to say, that's a pretty good box. Pretty good box. All right, Angels with a Johnson. That's that Johnson. All right, Miami. Checking one in for Sir Thomas. A's for Steiners. And black and gold. Need more. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to open up some more. And I opened up, I don't know, I think I opened up 7 boxes. 7 boxes of top loaders. And then Abreu going to the Boston podium. They should be full. They are full. So Boston's full. Boston's full. Colorado's got a few there. Plus they probably got 1 or 2 in the other. All right, so LA is up there. Damn nice one for LA. Nice little podium right there. I think you got like 6 or 7 for sure. Very nice, very nice. Nice little box there. Nice little box there. All right, so we got Arizona. Let's look for Arizona. They don't got a lot. But they got the first auto. Texas with a few. Arizona with another. Sox. Atlanta, the Twinnies. Calteal, Chicago. Hoskins for the Brew Crew. St. Louis. All right. We're getting there. Texas has got a few. Texas has had a few. Damn, Texas. Texas is working. Texas is working it. When Fran had Texas, they did really good for her also. Texas is up on the podium. Wow. Trying to find you some cubbies there, Bradley. Here's some more cubbies. Texas is on the podium for sure. Damn. Colorado's working it. Got Arizona with another. Okay. All right, so Colorado's trying. Look at Texas. That's Arizona. Arizona with a good start and an auto. Texas with a few. So Texas is on the podium. Texas was a late pickup by Thomas, I believe. Yep, Sir Thomas on that one. Cubbies are working. They got 4. Cubbies got 4. All right, it's a nice box. Give us an auto. Hell yeah. All right, I'll do a little prism. Little prism. Red ice. Looking for some red ice out of the blaster. Red ice. Panini. Mother Hubbards for giving us Panini points. So we got Sasaki and Panini points for tomorrow. I don't even have a baseball freaking list on .org. I don't. I got a football list saved, but I don't have a baseball list saved. Leave it up to Panini. Mother Hubbard. All right, Prism. We got in here. We got some green, some red ice. Hell, I don't know. Red ice. Bring it to the top. Good luck on some Panini Prism. Shoeless Joe on the red ice baby. Leader. Kaba. Flip backwards on a Paul O'Neill. Not for any reason. Los Angeles on a Talisman. Talisman. That's a different one. Kim. Don't know him. Nick Kurtz, rookie, red ice. Nice one there for Steiner. Bobby Richardson. Cliff Lee and backwards on a Hideki Matsui. Silver on a Petri dish for Tampa Bay. That's Sir Thomas. Ice on Paul Konerko. Konerko for LA. Paul Molitor. O'Farrell. Dontrell Willis. Back in the day, Dontrell Willis. God, he finished off with the Reds, I believe. Did pretty good. Mason Wynn on the ice. Teen Kent's on the silver for Unky Steve. Nice one there. Chase Dollander putting the Colorado Rockies up. And Trey Morgan. So Dollander coming back again. They had him on the Fortune 15. So that, I believe, will put the Rockies up. Teen Kent's on the silver. For the Unky. Where the hell is Unky at? Where the hell is Unky at? Mason Wynn for St. Louis. Couple there for St. Louis. St. Louis trying. Konerko on the red ice. Petri dish for Tampa Bay on the Prism. Ice on the Nick Kurtz for Oakland. That's a good rookie there. Had a couple Kurtz out there. Los Angeles with another. So LA's podium grows. And then the White Sox with some Shoeless Joe. All right. More Dodgers. And we're looking for Colorado cards. I believe I have them in the one stack here. They're just down a little ways. All right, Duckster, filling up there, Bubby, filling up. Filling up, sir. All right, let's look for some St. Louis here, too. St. Louis trying. Minnesota. Colorado again. Colorado. All right. So Colorado. There's Colorado's roll. The Mets are trying. Mets got a couple. Philly's got a couple. Miami's got a couple silvers. All right, so Colorado and St. Louis. Nick Kurtz has been in there a few times. St. Louis. St. Louis. Tampa Bay's been in there a few times. St. Louis. All right. Colorado. Colorado's up. Got a green, second card down. So Colorado's up. Fortune 500. Fortune 500. Fortune 15. Not quite, Gary. And we'll put him up for the Yankee. He's got 6. Slowly getting our podiums up there. So Tink Hintz up on the podium. Cubbies, you need a few more. Down to the green and red on the back. All right. Zahir. Namala. Tommy White. Darren Baker for Washington. Darren Baker, red ice color match. Elston Howard and Bronson Arroyo, ex-red, plays guitar. Arroyo on the green. So Boston and the Duckster getting some old Bronson Arroyo. Your podium is full. Got some fireworks on some leader for Texas. So Texas added into their podium. Fireworks. All right. Dante Nori on the Prism. Don't know who that dude is. Brody Beck, Braylon Payne, Enrique Bradfield Jr., and a Dane Dingers on Tommy White. Dingers. The Dingers insert. For Steiners and black and gold on some Tommy White. It's a cool looking card. Dingers. All right, Dinger in the holla. Philadelphia with another. Leader on some fireworks. And then Darren Baker on the red ice rookie. Hey, that's not bad. Not bad. Dingers. All right, so still looking for some more Cubbies. Cubbies were hot in the last break. They were seriously hot in the last break. All right, let's do some Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome. 10 exclusive X-Fractors inside. Believe you got 42 cards. Yep, 42 cards. All right, so let's go, Finners. Let's go, Topps Chrome. Pull us a banger or two, please. All right, so Chrome in the holla. 42 cards. I believe there's what, 6 packs, 7 packs, 7 packs, 6 cards in a pack. Come on, find us an auto out of here. So Juan Mario, $2.99. Our first auto. Detroit on some Sweeney on the game used cloth. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 podiums up here. 9 podiums. What have we got in there, Finn? What have we got in there? I don't know. All right. Let's go, Finn. Let's go. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what that is. All right, Boston with the X-Fractor on Fitz. Starting us off, Fitz. Richard. Brooks Baldwin on the refractor for the Sox. Connor Wong, Mason Wynn. Aaron Judge on the refractor for the Duckster. Probably been your nicest one so far. Dylan Dingler for Detroit. Go to the podium on a wave. Jake Bloss on the X-Fractor. Corbin Bernstein on the X-Fractor. Garrett Cole, Tyler O'Neill, and Rhett Lauder. One more time for the Reds. Keeping the Reds alive on some Rhett Lauder. I believe we had a Reese Hines in there for Steiners. Steiner. All right, Arizona with another one. Baltimore with some Bloss. Got a Power Players on top of the stack. Power Players. Nice Judge for the Duckster on the refractor. Sox on a refractor on the Baldwin rookie. And then the Richard Fitz on the X-Factor rookie. Going to Boston stack. We've already got a full stack. Sox are trying again, getting a few in there. Judge to his podium. Detroit to their podium. On the wave. Detroit's podium is full. All right. Marte on the Power Players. So Arizona getting another one to their podium. So Arizona with the podium in the auto. Malloy to his podium. Lee Fiducia. Hunter Fiducia? Hell, I don't know. Byron Buxton. Caden Dana. Brandon Lockridge. San Diego. San Diego's been quiet. Sorry about that. And then Spencer Horwitz. And then Baby Acuna for the Mets. So the Mets, all the cards that the Mets have pulled out basically have been like refractors or prisms. So the Mets are trying. Couple new ones in there. Pittsburgh with a few. San Diego, I believe that's like your first one. LA with some rookie. San Fran with a X-Fractor. And Detroit with another Malloy. Malloy's been hanging tough. And then the Marte. Go to the Arizona podium. Detroit with quite a few up there. Power Players. All right, let's get these guys done. Got well over a half stack to go. Well over a half stack. Duckster's doing good on his early picks. Full stack for the Dodgers now. Full stack for the Dodgers. We're caught up. All right, let's go. Good luck. Good luck, Finn. Good luck. There's a big stack here. Big stack. O'Neill, a cruise. India. Yepes. Hader on the X-Fractor. Schwellenbach on the X-Fractor. Jackson Jobe for Detroit on the rookie. Altuve. Dylan Cruz for Washington. Isaac Collins rookie on the wave. Valentine Belazzo on the X-Fractor for Miami and Thomas. Ozuna on the Braves. Perfectly straight card there. That was a good one. Mason Miller, and your future is Jordan Westberg. Jordan Westburn for Jared in Baltimore on the Future Stars. Jordan Westburn. Sorry about that. All right. Got a few left in there. A few left. Atlanta's been chipping away. Miami slowly has been chipping away. Milwaukee just getting into things just a little bit now for Eric. Washington, another Dylan Cruz for Ivo. Detroit on the Jackson Jobe. Said another Atlanta, and then to Houston. All right, so Houston get one. One of the last teams taken. Schwellenbachster. Detroit on the Jobe, going to their full podium. Detroit with a big fat stack. Washington slowly getting in there with some Wood and some Cruz. Isaac Collins for the Brew Crew. Miami on the Balazzo. And then Ozuna for Atlanta on the Refractor. This is the last little bit. Tristan McKenzie for Cleveland. Tristan McKenzie. Acuna Matata. Luciano Pavarte. J-Rod on the X-Fractor. What was that? Wait. No, what the hell is that? Class A. Well, hell, that's a good-looking card. Amador. Gavin Lux. Grant McCray. And the Cardinals with some Arenado. That's what it is. That was the yellow one on the back. So the Cards going up for some Unky Steve on the Arenado on the 35th. All right. Not bad. San Fran with another. Colorado with another to their podium. Cleveland. And then J-Rod coming back again for Seattle. Not bad, Finn. Colorado adding to their podium. And then San Fran on the McCray. All right, podium run, nope, dugout run, excuse me. Cheers, everybody, cheers. Come on, Cubby, it's been cold. All right, Finn. Let's do another damn crusade. Another crusade. So let's go, damn it. All right. You guys been watching any hockey or basketball? I know some of you have been watching some basketball. God, the Knicks look freaking tough. Colorado looked tough in hockey until last night. Montreal, freaking Canadians, damn. I watched more hockey this season being down here. I don't know why. I think Unky Steve, partnered with Unky Steve and Aunt Gail. But I watch more hockey than basketball. I've seen all the highlights. All right, come on, Crusade. Last pack, 48 cards. Hopefully, no points. That would suck getting two 2 megas and have them both of them with freaking points, you freaking mother hubbards. All right, it's going to sneak up on us. It's going to sneak up on us. Hopefully, it's a good one. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Can't see it. McCage. Hell, I don't know who that dude is. Never heard of him. Trevor Hoffman, the closer. Carter Johnson on the Crusade. Rivera Mariano. Damn, that's a nice one there on the numbers. So Yankees on that one. Cleveland with a Chase Delata. Sammy Sosa Sosa. Who the heck is that? JD Dix. JD Dix. All right. JD Dix. Pratt. Gold on the Schlitter. That looks like Ozzie Smith. Yep, that's Ozzie Smith. Nice one there for the Unkie on the Ozzie. Nick York for Schittsburg. Matthews, Zebby Matthews. Holiday, Ethan Holiday, and then the Crusade on the on the gold on the Triantos, James Triantos. All right, who we got up here? We've got Luke Kershaw. Lake. No, Gary, you didn't miss that one. Luke Kershaw on the certified prospects. So Minnesota, one of the late pickups there on the Kershaw. Pittsburgh on the York, Peppermint Patties. Ozzie going to the certified stars. Gold on the Schlitter. Throwing the splitter. Cleveland on the Chase Delata. Mariano on the jersey. And then Carter Johnson on the gold. All right, so Rivera filling up the Yankees podium. So Yankees podium getting there. Cleveland getting another one there for Thomas. Unky Steve on the Ozzie. And then Schittsburg on the York. That's Ivo, I believe. All right, got an auto in here, hopefully. Kansas City on a Blake Mitchell. Delata coming back for Cleveland. Gillen. Cortez. Gold on Ethan Salas. There we go. Cade Morris for Oakland and Steiners in black and gold. Cade Morris. All right, so we got to look for Oakland now. Oakland gets his second auto out. That is black and gold on a Cade Morris. All right, so Cade Morris in the holla on an auto. Don't know enough about that dude. Don't even know who he is, really. I don't know him. All right, so now we got to look for Oakland's hits. I know they've got a few, especially with the couple of Nick Kurtz's that they've got in there. All right, so Oakland, looking for Oakland. Oakland on a Tommy White. I believe that's the only one in that stack. Yep. Okay. Chokeland. Nick Kurtz. Washington's got a few. Hey, there's another one. Few of you have had quite a few on your teams. Just haven't came together on the podium yet. Damn Panini point. And the Mets have been trying too. All right, so get Oakland up there with a Cade Morris and a few Nick Kurtz. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice, Finn. Very nice. All right, call to arms on a Jacob Maserati for Eric and the Brew Crew. Paul Molitor to go with it. Blake Mitchell. Pedro. Pablo Sandoval on the gold. Tom Seaver going to the Mets. Tom Seaver. Nice one there for New York on the jersey numbers. Oakland on the Tommy White. Blake Mitchell, Kansas City. Hero Gold. Connor Griffin. Minnesota on some Jim Cott. And then Emick. Billy Emick. I like this one for Seattle. On the Ken Griffey Jr. The best one for Seattle. That's Ivo. On the Griff Jr. So very nice. Very nice. All right, so Griff getting some light to Seattle. Give him a little bit. We'll take a little bit. Kansas City again. Oakland again on the Tommy White. Tom Seaver going to the Mets on the numbers. Pablo Sandoval. Pablo. And then the arms, call to arms for Milwaukee on the Mizraski. All right, Tom Seaver. Yeah, we're getting down to the last, I think it's like 35 or so top loaders left. And then we'll have to open up some more. But I opened up seven or eight. Maybe more than that. I have to sit there and think. No, I think we got like 8 of them. Judge on the Crusade. Judge on the Crusade. Nice one there for the Duckster. The hell we got back here? All right. Evan Carter. Trey Morgan. Sagizi for St. Louis. Crusade Gold on the Carmelo. Aaron Judge again. So double on the Judge. Tommy White again. Rhett Lauder again. Dollander again. Damn. And then Jake Gareth. On the gold. Gareth. So Seattle sneaking one in there on a gold. Got a few left, Eagle Fin. Our auto was Cade Morris. At least we got an auto. Didn't get frickin' Panini nonsense. Tommy White again. Double Judge. Double bubble on Judge. Very nice. Definitely getting some more Judge over the Tawny tonight. So New York with the back-to-back Crusades. Both of them are different. Tommy White checking in. Go to their podium. Rhett Lauder to the Reds podium. Living by Rhett Lauder tonight, Ken Sparacco. Colorado with another one, another Dollander. Full stack there. Jake. And then Sagizi for St. Louis. And the Unky. Unky's got a full podium. All right. Call to arms on a Kirby Puckett. Nice Kirby Puckett. Call to arms for Minnesota. Curbster. Spencer Jones. And Brooks Lee. Oh, there we go. Chipper Jones going to Atlanta on a green. Chipper Jones to Atlanta. That's Jared. That's been your best one yet. Sorry about that. So Jared on the Green Jones to 249, 10 out of 249. So I believe that's a jersey number. 10 is the jersey number. So 10, 249, jersey number for Atlanta. So Atlanta working it. Atlanta getting to the podium with that one. I think we got a few Atlantas to go chase through here. All right, so Atlanta. Look for Atlanta. The Brew Crew. Is that another Arizona? Arizona. All right, missing Arizona. Very nice, very nice. Atlanta in the holla. There you go. A's with a full podium. Getting there, friend. Trying to get Seattle up there with that Griffey. Damn. All right, Atlanta. Atlanta has a few. So that gets us another podium. We're working on one for Seattle. That's a fat freaking Atlanta Braves podium. That Braves podium is going to be pretty stacked. So Jared pulling in some hardware there. Very nice. Seattle. Tom Seaver in the Mets. Tom Seaver in the Mets. Got to get Tom Seaver in the Mets. Mets will be next. All right, dugout run. Nice Chipper Jones, Finn. Nice Chipper Jones. Very nice. Very nice. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. All right, so we got a few over there. Big stack. Big stack. All right, we're going to do Stadium Club. Top Stadium Club. Stadium Club. Lime green parallels per box. Tunnel Vision in case of emergency, and Savage Sluggers are the big ones out of here. So let's see what we can find. This is our only Stadium Club. I love some Stadium Club too. Did not work out for this break in abundance of Stadium Club, that's for sure. Damn it! All right, let's go club. Find us a banger. Find us an auto. Now, you remember those couple breaks last year where we had like Stadium Club. We were like pulling autos out of many boxes. And they were little guys. They were little guys. Sticky packs. All right, last pack. All right. Trash box fills up. Bradley still looking for some cubbies to hit the podium. All right, Spencer Strider. Dolander again. Mad Max. Cam Smith again. Benedetti on a sepia. Brenton Doyle. Kumar Rocker. Going sideways rookie. Jimmy Rollins. Pappy. Green on a cease. Green on a cease. No numbers. Austin Riley. Zeke Tovar. Mike Trout. That's our first Mike Trout we pulled. Adley Rutschman and Savage Sluggers. There you go. That's a short print on Tawny. Savage Sluggers for the Duckster on a Tawny. Very nice. Very nice. Got full stack there, buddy. Full stack. Cease on the green. San Diego. Kumar going to the podium for Texas. The first one they've had in a minute since I put him up on the podium. Benedetti on the sepia. Cam Smith again. Who that? Kirsten Nicole. Hello? Hold on, babe. I'm live. That's stupid. And not stupid. All right, Kirsten Nicole, what up? What are you doing?
Mom just told me about this flight deal where I can get on Frontier and it flies easily into Tampa, and it's $200 for free flights until the end of September.
$200.
Yeah, you just have to pay for baggage if you want it.
Be like Gary and pack a.
But I'm also like, is that like too good to be true?
Well, you normally fly Frontier.
I know. Well,
Sasaki.
Thank you. I was like,
Gonzalez.
I could go see Dad.
Green on a Savrino. Midroth.
$200?
That's not bad. That's cheaper than what we looked up so far. Derek Jeter. Gunner.
I don't have the money, but like I'm thinking about just throwing it on a credit card.
Brooks Lee. Castillo. Come see me, Garrett Crochet. Cade Horton. There you go.
Are you okay?
Down Nola. Green on Managa. Sota. Managa. Chapman. And J-Rod.
Okay, see you later. Sorry.
Hey, I'm live, so I'm busting out cards while you're on the phone.
There's a lot of loud bitches. How bad?
Cade finally won for the Cubbies. Been waiting for a minute. Now we're doing baseball.
I'm not trying to insult you, honey. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess Ronnie and your mom and them guys are down in Naples right now.
I know.
So Ronnie, I talked to Ronnie a couple times today.
I just miss you. I wish I could come see you sooner than.
I miss you too, babe. I definitely miss you. You know that.
You know.
Well, find a weekend. All right, this is it, Eagle Fin Stadium Club. Stadium Club. All right, Baby Acuna. Buster Posey. Kobe Mayo on a rook. Kyle Tucker. Got a green rookie on Jacob Wilson. You still there, sis? Alvarez. Mason Wynn. Michael King. Sammy Sosa. And Generations on a young, no, concentration Generations. Concentration. Hello? On a Yamamoto. So David Duck's Dodgers podium is filling up. On a Yamamoto. All right, we're getting down. Got to open up another penny sleeve. So we've gone through another 100. Baltimore with another one, and the Mets with another one on the baby Acuna. All right, Eagle Finn. Honey. Please. All right, Eagle Finn. I want to do a 7th inning stretch. So, clear out some room here. And we're doing your 7th inning stretch a little early because we've got Topps Chrome Update, we've got an 8x10, and then we've got Topps Chrome Black. So this is your 7th inning stretch. Ivo, what up, Ivo? Ivo made it. Your 7th inning stretch is another 8x10, Eagle Finn.
Gary, you're on live without pants on.
What are you talking about? I got pants on. I'm live. Yes, I'm live. So, Finn, you get an 8x10 as a 7th inning stretch. Thank you, man.
Without pants.
I got pants. Look. I got shorts on.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. I don't know what you're looking at. All right, 8x10, Finn on a stand up. I'll stand up.
All right, I love you, okay?
Ivan said, "Stand up."
Yeah, stand up.
I did. I stood up. Shut up, punk. You're grounded. Love you. Shut up, Fran. If I got. I read it. Vienna sausage. Fuck you and your Vienna sausage, motherfucker. No 7th inning stretch for you. Who we got here? Looks like we're going old school. Thomas got Cleveland. Who it is? John Denny? I think it's John Denny. Cleveland getting a John Denny on a 7th inning stretch. I think that's John Denny. It's C. Is it Denny? I can get. Oh, it says right here, John Denny. That is a John Denny. John Denny. There you go. 1983 Cy Young, 1983 wins leader, 1976 ERA leader. Oh, John Denny in the holla for Sir Thomas. Getting the John Denny 8x10 7th inning stretch to the Cleveland collection. He's got pants on. Shut up, punk. He's got pants on. All right, John Denny. There you go, TriStar, John Denny. Looks like you had 2 good years. Tight ones, yeah, they're definitely tight ones. Oh my gosh. Leave it up to my daughter to call me out on shit. She'll call me out on everything. She doesn't hold back. No, she does not hold back on anything. She's Gary Jr. on shit. She'll fuck you up. Let me tell you, she gets me. Yeah, on anything. If I do anything wrong, I'm busted on anything. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I need some more top loaders, Eagle Fin. More top loaders. That's great. Oh my gosh. Hey, it's what happens when you just get out of the shower before you start breaking. I mean, I did my water aerobics and I go, oh shit, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Yeah. So Kirsten called you out. I tried to say no. Oh shit! My buddy, it's in my water aerobics class. He always goes and walks around this park, and he said it's a pretty big too, where he goes and walks in the morning. And he said this old man was walking around the big park in his whitey tighties. I don't own a pair of whitey tighties. I'm sorry, but no. But he was walking around the park in his whitey tighty whiteys. Yep. All right, cheers, you mother hubbards. So Thomas with an extra little 8x10 in there, bringing home some goodies on a John Denny. Topps Chrome update on a Mega Fin. 3 left, including this one. Come on, Topps Chrome. Let's see if we can produce another. Like all their, they're like all the same. They got that flap in there, and they got no room on the sides to put anything in there. I haven't ate Vienna sausages since they, added chicken to them. Used to love Vienna sausages growing up till they changed them to chicken products in there. Mechanically separated chicken fat. Yeah, whatever. No little Viennas in my life anymore. Sorry. That was some good shit over the years. When we were younger, it was, it was completely different. There's like obviously a lot of things, but shit. All right, Chrome update. Our last Chrome update box was a blaster, and it had us a auto in there for Arizona. Got another yellow in the back, a 35th. So I think there's 1 per box, the way it looks. All right, everybody. Good luck. Let's go. You know it. All right, come on. Kikuchi. Schwellenbach back again. Colton Gordon. Kim on a rookie. Gibson on a rookie. Damn. Carlos Duran on a rookie. How many rookies are we going to get? Robert Hassell on a rookie. James Wood. There you go, Washington. There you go. You got another nice Wood earlier, Ivo, on a numbers jersey. On a jersey numbers. Carson McCusker. Everyone has been a rookie. Alcantara, Shaw, and a Ramirez at 250. Every one of those motherfuckers gets sleeved. So Augustin Ramirez on the rookie number to 250 for Miami. But every one of those, damn. I never seen that. We have not pulled one that is not getting a sleeve yet. Or top loaders. Shit. I'm going to have to open up some more top loaders. Ramirez to 250. USC 38. He's not a good quarterback. He's from USC. Shaw in the holla for the Cubbies and Bradley. Another one, Alcantara for Bradley. All right, well, I got the Cubbies sitting over here. So the Cubbies got 7. Cubbies made it to the right side podium. But yeah, all these, this whole stack. That's crazy. James Wood on the X-Fractor. And Hassel on the double bubble. Nah, we'll put them separately. We'll put them separately. All right, so Washington's trying to get in there also. James Gotwood. All right. Minnesota. God, look at all these. I've never seen so many to start off a box. I have not put anything to my right side for a base card yet. Chrome black and another 8x10. Another 8x10 lurking. Atlanta with another one to their podium. And Kikuchi for Angels in the bronze. All right, Atlanta getting another one to their podium. Got a full podium there. Houston with another peanut butter. LA with another one of their podium. Good podium for the Dodgers. Miami with another one. And A's with another one. A's with another one of the fat podium. Got the dingers in there. All right, let's go. Acuna on the X-Fractor. Just don't break it. Trevino on a refractor. Damn, everyone still. Rookie on a Caleb Freeman. There we go. Willie Castro breaks the ice on a base card. Dylan Cruz and Ellie De La Cruz. There you go. Kenny Sparacco finally getting a De La Cruz on a nice one. De La Cruz. There you go. Night Terror, whatever it's called. Nice one. Dylan Cruz, another one for Washington. So Washington's adding up for Ivo, especially with a couple of James Wood and Dylan Cruz that you've got over the night. Reds with their Trevino on a refractor. Catcher. Reds podium is full. And the Mets are trying to get in there also. All right, so we got one base card out of here so far. One base card. Willie McIver. Refractor on Zebby Matthews. Jack Leader. Logan Van Wee. Ryan Helsey. Mesa Jr. Tyler Locklear. Luke Keyshaw. Paige Workman. De La Cruz again. That's a cool one. Red on a Tyler Callahan. We'll give you a double bubble there, Steiner. Tyler Callahan. He hasn't gotten much playing at all. Gives the Reds a double bubble. And Kenny Sparacco. Another red. Reds podiums it's filled. All right, Detroit with another peanut butter sandwich cookie. The Twins with another. Twins have started to add up. I mean, all you guys have gotten a few with as many boxes as we've opened. And all our rookies. So Miami's at a few. You know that. Houston, the Twinnies, and the A's. So A's with another one to add to their podium. Damn. I'm going to have to order another case of top loaders. Seriously, I went through tons tonight. I should have known better with all the rookies in baseball and every one of them getting the top loader. That's for sure. Because we're up to 10 plus now, 11. 11. All right, let's go. Let's go. Trout on a power players. Angels, that's been your best one yet. Cade Horton, there you go. Willie McIver on a wave. Kyle Stowers. Zach Veen. It's first Zach Veen we've seen tonight for Ryan. Logan Henderson for Eric. Genio Suarez going to Arizona. Suarez on the All-Star game. Ramon Laureano and Leader come back again. He gets a sleeve this time, damn it. Leader for Texas. Where's the hell's Texas at? Texas on the podium. San Diego with another. Genio Suarez. Suarez for Arizona. They're already on the podium. Brew Crew with a Logan Henderson. Colorado with a Zach Veen. A's with a McIver. Cubbies with a Cade Horton. And Trout on the power players. Good looking card front and back. All right, Cubbies with another one. A's with another one. Got like 4 cards to go, Eagle fan. 4 cards to go. And a Brew Crew. Oh, the Brew Crew. All right, better pull some magic here. 1 on the back, that's it. All right, Brad Lord. Brad Lord. Beebs. Will Wilson. Will Wilson. And the Astros on an Alvarez. It's been the Astros' best one for the Duckster on the close team on the Alvarez. Love the back of those cards. All right. So Cleveland with one, and Washington with another. All right, so let's go Washington and the Mets, maybe. Washington and the Mets. Washington and the Mets. Wow, Washington and the Mets. Washington. Miami. Let's throw Miami in there. Miami's got a few silvers. I know that. Seattle. That Griffey's nasty, Ivan, if you're still here. The Mets. Baltimore and Cleveland. Washington. Colorado missed one. Cubbies missed one. The A's missed one. Damn. Easy. Twins. Damn, look at the Twins. Look at the Twins. Washington's got more than I thought. Miami. I missed Miami. I missed a few Miamis in there. I know I did. Maybe. Maybe not. The 20s. Damn, the 20s have quite a few. Damn, the 20s. We should be getting the 20s out of here. The 20s. Let's throw the 20s in there. Shit. Damn 20s. All right, so now we got to go back and look for the 20s through here. Hey, try and get the podiums up there. Damn twins. Look at the twins. All right, so 20s, Washington, New York, Miami, Minnesota. Damn, Minnesota. All right, last stack. Minnesota. Oh my gosh. Minnesota. Look at Minnesota. Minnesota's got a full podium. And then some. James Wood. The Mets, the Mets, the Mets. Where's the Mets? The Mets, the Mets, the Mets. All right. So, Miami has got a few. Not enough to get there yet. They got 4 with a number. The Twins have a freaking full podium. The Twins with a freaking full podium. Look at this. Twins with a full podium. Late pickup. That is a full podium. That's Thomas, I believe. Sir Thomas. The Mets. The Mets is Tim and Deb, I believe. With the polar bear. Easy, easy, easy. Right, is that better? That's better. That's better. And then Washington. Yeah, Washington. All right, so Washington made it up there. Washington and Ivo. Got room in the middle for one. All right, so that is it. That is it, Finn. So cheers, everybody. It is time for some Crome Black. All right, let's move this over. I need a little bit more room for the Crome Black so I can keep the encased one in there. I think we got enough room. All right. Got an 8x10 and Crome Black. 13 cards, baby. 13 cards. I don't believe how expensive this freaking box is. Seriously, don't, Eagle Fin. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. You ready? Let's go Kobe. Let's go Kobe. Kobe's going to cover up. We'll do a pack at a time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 podiums. 16 podiums. So half of our teams have over half our teams have podiums. All right, good luck, everybody. Good luck. Mason Barnett. Mason Barnett on the rook. Denzer Guzman on the rook. Maserati on a rook. Very nice. Jose Ramirez to 75. Cleveland. Thomas getting a 75. 49 out of 75 on a Jose Ramirez. There you go. Royce Lewis and Bernabel on a rook. So Royce was our only one that did not get one out of there. And I'm talking sleeved. There's your back. Minnesota Twins getting another one to add to their full podium. The Twinnies. Where the hell did I put the Twinnies? I know they're out there. Damn Twinnies. They had like 85 cards. Where the hell they go? Where the hell did I put the Twinnies? Where the hell did I put the Twinnies? I know I put the 20s up there, damn it. Where did I put them to the wayside? How did... No, the 20s are over here. Luke Keyshaw throw me off looking like a freaking Baltimore Oriole. Jose Ramirez. Some numbers for Cleveland to go to John Denny. Maserati for Eric Wood. Guzman for the Bronze and the Angels. And then the A's with a Mason Barnett. A's with another one. They got a lot of cards. A lot of freaking cards. All right, your last pack before our encased. Last pack before the encased. Good luck. Jordan Beck on our second. Hold on. Bernabel. We forgot about Bernabel. The hell, Bernabel. Bernabel checking in there for the Rockies. Colorado Rocky Mountain High. Now, how I miss Bernabel. All right. Jordan Beck on a base. Jordan Beck on a base. Ziggy Tovar on a base. Iman Naga. There you go. Ryan Ritter, Colorado Rockies, 199. A Ryan for Ryan, 139 out of 199. Ryan Wandersee. Harry Ford for the Nationals. Harry Ford. And then a Chris Bassett hound. So Nationals with another. And the Colorado Rocky Mountain High with another for Ryan. All right, Finn. To the side, to the side, to the side, to the dugout. Cheers, everybody. We got an 8x10 left and a encased hit. What's Kobe got for you? What's Kobe got for you? You ready? Jonah Tong. Jonah Tong to 99. Me and Jonah, we don't go way back. That is the Mets. 4 out of 99. So the Mets, Tim and Deb pulling in a Jonah Tong. Sorry, I don't know about Jonah Tong. Jonah Tong. Jonah Tong. Mets. Yes, the Mets made the podium. A green, 4 out of 99, true rookie. Very nice. Nope. I knew that wasn't going to work. All right, so the Mets need another podium. We'll put them to the right side. Kobe, we'll do this tomorrow. And the Sasaki, I believe he's still in there somewhere. Sasaki. All right, so Mets with 2 podiums out of Chrome Black. Tong coming in there. Jonah Tong. Jonah Tong. We don't go way back. Sorry, Bubby. All right, looks like JS, but, you know, hey. All right, Eagle Fin, you got an 8x10 left. Baseballers got an 8x10. The first 8x10 was Sir Thomas. Sir Thomas in Cleveland. Panini at its worst. All right, Finn, let's go. Let's go. Sorry about that. All right, flip around. You ready? I think you got it. No, going upside down, upside down. Philadelphia. Oh, that's Carlton, isn't it? Nope. Who the hell is that? Thought it was Steve Carlton. But that's not his autograph. Obviously. Doesn't look like Steve Carlton. Philadelphia. Aunt Gail is on the Philadelphia Phillies. And Unky Steve. Who is that? Any guesses, Eagle Finn? Any guesses on that? His name is not Juan. I have no idea on that one, Finn. I have no idea on that one. Survey said. No guesses? No guesses? Cheers. Jim Lonborg. All right, Lonborg. Gentleman Jim. Nicknamed the Gentleman. Helped lead the Red Sox to their first World Series appearance in 1946, known as the Impossible Dream season. 1967 All-Star, 67 wins leader, 67 strikeout leader. He's in the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame, but he's pictured here as a Philadelphia Philly. Philadelphia checking in on a Jim Lonborg. Lonborg. All right. Don't ask me, Eagle Finn. Me and Jim, we don't go way back either. All right, so Jim Lonborg for the Phillies and Aunt Gail and Unky Steve coming in late. So Cleveland and Philadelphia pulling in there. You got one hit left for tomorrow on 150 of Panini at its worst. Interesting break, Eagle Finn. Interesting break. Gotta say, got some good cards. Got some good cards, but man. All right, we got 16 or 17 podiums. So 17 teams, 16 or 17 teams made the podium. That's over half, which is good. All right, let's go through a quick recap. We'll take some pictures. Birdsong, Martinez, Blake Mitchell, Bader in the holla. Luke Dickerson, that's Washington. So Washington with another one up there. There's the Sasaki. There's the Sasaki. So we'll put him to the side. We'll be doing him tomorrow. Basset Hound, Bryce Harper checking in. Cabo Dana Jimenez, Nick York, Carson Williams, Nick York, Chase Delata, Cam Smith. Got two San Francisco 49ers on the Bryce Eldridge and James Tibbs. Nice Bobby Witt for KC. And then a John Rave sneaking in there. We'll take a picture of that. O'Hearn, Rowan Johnson. I like the Bobby Witt. I really like the Bobby Witt. So that was Kansas City's best hit. And Kansas City was the Duckster sneaking in on Kansas City. So there's our first picture on Kansas City. On the Night Terrors. All right, Sox on a Shane Smith. Colton Cowser. Billy Cook. Got a Chandler Simpson, Logan Van Way, Caleb Freeman, Gordon, Kikuchi, Meadroth for the Sox, Cam Smith again, Dylan Cease for the Padres, Wilson for Cleveland, Westberg for Baltimore, Hurwitz, C. Diego and Lockridge, Hu Lee, and then Dante Nori for excuse me, Philadelphia. Well, damn, I wish we gotten better 8x10s. John Denny, he's okay, but they both looks like they had a one good season. Emmanuel, Collins, Hader, Bloss, Brooks Baldwin, Sagano, Bijan Robinson, no, Brian Johnson, Ramirez, Miami snuck in there late, I believe. Oh, they were trying. Wagner, Cleveland on a Delata again. Blake Mitchell, more Kansas City. Drew Thorpe, Reese Hoskins, Sagano, Johansson Noel, Mick Abel, Kobe Mayo, Churio, Petri Dish for Tampa Bay, Shoeless Joe, and we have a Kyle Teal for Chicago. Kyle Teal. Eagle Vince! What's going on? What's going on? What up? These were our little hot stack that was trying to make the podium here. All right, so we got Guzman out of black. We got Maserati out of black. We got Jose Ramirez to 75. Augustin Ramirez, Mesa, Balazzo, Ramirez. Yeah, you had a few there. Let's get you a little picture podium there. Throw in the Ramirez out of there. What's going on? Kayvon, what up? All right, Thomas, you got two numbered ones out of that little stack. Not bad. Kobe Mayo. There's the Griffey. All right, Griffey Jr., J-Rod, Bliss, J-Rod carrying a package. And then you had the Mets. Where's the Mets at? I thought the Mets made it up there. Mets did make it up there. Tom Seaver. All right, Maserati, Alvarez, Henderson, Mike Trout, McLaurin, and then Cade Gibson. Gibson should have been in your picture also. All right, so I want these two together. All right, so Griffey gets in there with J-Rod for Ivo in Seattle. To the dugout. Remember, all your football breaks are separated. There might be football coming in tomorrow, so we might get something up this weekend on football. It'll have a sparkle pack in it. All right, so we got the 20s. Coming in late, the 20s. Cheers, everybody. Royce, Luke Keyshaw, Brandon Lee, McCusker. Yeah, we're going to need 10. Keyshaw. Yeah, we'll have 10 easy for Minnesota. Matthews. Got a Keyshaw. That Keyshaw again? Yeah, Keyshaw again. In arms on a Kirby Puckett. Call to arms, excuse me. Festa, McCusker. And then we got Brooks Lee also. So that makes it 11. 11 for Minnesota. nice. Little Minnesota coming in late. Got your podium up late, but hell, you had 11 top loaded in there with rookies. That is Sir Thomas on them. Texas, another Sir Thomas on a leader, a hamburger, Simeon going sideways, Harris, Kumar Rocker, Josh Smith, Osuna, and another Kumar. So you had eight. You had 3 sideways picks for Minnesota, Thomas. So Minnesota coming in there with a couple of glitter and a couple of refractors. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, coming in late was Washington. Washington checking in for Ivan Mott. All right, let's go. First one out is going to be a Luke Dickerson. Harry Ford got Wood. He got Wood. Darren Baker got Dylan Cruz. Got Robert Hassell. Got James Wood. Another Dylan Cruz. That makes 8. You got 10. You got Brad Lord and another Dylan Cruz. So you got 10 for Washington with a James Wood jersey number card. I love these cards. Got Baker on a red ice. So 10 coming in the holla for Washington. All right, you got Unky Steve on St. Louis Cardinals with an Ozzie Smith, an Arnado, a Tink Hentz, another Tink Hentz. Got a Hellman, like in mayonnaise, another Tink Hentz, a Lars Nootbaar, a Mason Wynn, and a Sagizi. So you got 9 for St. Louis. Louis Lou, 9 in the holla. All right, so St. Louis with 9 for the Unky. Who's in the back here? All right, you got Boston. You got David Duck on Boston. Call to arms on a Roman Anthony, the Duckster. Roman Anthony. Marcelo Mayer. Roman Anthony. Garrett Crochet. Tristan Campbell. Abreu. Pitts. And then a green Bronson Arroyo. So that would give you 10. 10 for Boston. $10 for Boston and David Hurst, getting 10 on Boston. All right, they gotta go to dugout. We got big stack. Big stack, Finn. Big stack. Cincinnati Reds and Kenny Spiracco from Dayton, Ohio. Kettering, hometown, baby. Your best one, I believe, on an Ellie De La Cruz. You lived by Rhett Lauder tonight. Rhett Lauder. Call to arms, Rhett Lauder. Rhett Lauder, I'll select. Reese Hines, Rhett Lauder. Callahan and Ellie on a double bubble. And then a Trevino. So you had 11. You had 11, Steiner. No autos. I know you wanted a freaking Reds auto out of there. That would have been a beautiful thing. But got a nice Ellie. Got Rhett. Rhett's been solid. If he can stay healthy. So there's your Reds break. Not bad, Cincinnati. Not bad. All right. Shit. go Colorado and Ryan Wandersee. Colorado and Ryan Wandersee. Ryan hasn't been in a while. You got a Dollander on a Fortune 15. Got Amador, Dollander, Amador. Fulford on the double bubble with Dollander. Ryan Ritter, Barnabel, Dollander, Zach Veen, Amador, and Dollander. So you had 11 top loaded with the Fortune 500. Not bad. Colorado is usually a pretty tough break. Ryan jumped in, got his PC, got a few nice ones for his PC, hopefully. Hopefully. All right, Atlanta, Jared Brolsma getting the chipper. 10 jersey number out of 249 on the jersey card. Very nice. Baldwin, Chris Sale, Schwellenbach, Ozuna, Alvarez, Schwellenbach. In Schwellenbach, you had 8. You had 8 with some nice ones in there. I do like the Chipper Jones. On the jersey number. So, Jared, that was your best one on the chipper. 10 out of 249 jersey number. Very nice. All right, let's go Detroit. Detroit with the mem out of our no ornament tops. You got Savage, Malloy, Jung again, Malloy on a glitter, Sweeney, Workman, Jackson Jobe, Malloy, and Dingler get you 11 for Detroit with a nice break. Eleven. Detroit tonight was a late pickup by Jared Brolsma. So Jared with a mem in there going to the dugout. All right, the last few coming in here. The New York Mets snuck in there late. Had a couple nice ones though, really. Like the Mets sleevers on a Tom Seaver, a polar bear blue, Kodai, Acuna, and Wee Willie Winker gets the Mets 7. Gotta get that one. All right. 7 for the Mets. That is Tim and Deb Braun. No numbers on the polar bear blue. Coming in late for the Cubbies was Bradley Knoll. This is your PC. Kept chipping away. I think he got 8 or 10. Managa, Cade Horton, Alcantara, Shaw, Cade Horton, Alcantara, Cade Horton, and Ballesteros gives you 9, Bubby. Gives you 9 on the Cubbies. All right, Cubbies with 9. Bradley makes it up on the podium with the Cubs. All right, Arizona, last team out there with Houston on a Juan Murillo. This is the David Duxter show. Tawa, De Castillo, Ryan Waldschmidt, Corbin Bernstein, Cattell, Then we got a Jordan Lawler. Nice Jordan Lawler. Got a sideways on a Zenio Suarez for the Reds. Still pictured with Arizona. And a Tyler Locklear. So that gives you 9. 9 for Arizona on a last pickup. All right. 9 for Arizona. Getting the auto to 299 on Mario. Mario. All right, Mets with a Tong. Tong. So Tong coming out of black on the encased. I missed him earlier with your Mets picture. I apologize. All right, Oakland was freaking fat. The Dodgers were freaking fat. Oakland still beat them. And then got quiet at the end. The Yankees. The Yankees and Oakland had the most cards, I believe, out of anybody. All right. So we'll go with a little bit of the Dodgers. That is David Duck getting the rare short print on the Savage. Getting Dalton Rushing to 250. Getting this guy here, Hope, to 249. Tani. Kim. Dalton Rushing. Henriquez. Who dat? Brooklyn Dodgers on a Pee Wee Reese. Paul Konerko. Talisman on a Kim. Concentration on a Yamamoto. Sasaki. And then a Faduka. So that gives you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. 13 cards for the Dodgers top loaded. So David Duck coming through. Got a couple numbered ones out of there. Got a couple nice inserts. And then you got the Savage sluggers on the Tawny. So nice break, Bubby. Nice break. Nice break. All right. Then we bring out the Yankees. Getting the double Judge. Double Judge. Judge on a refractor. Judge on some glitter. Then we've got a who is that? Oh, that's Dion. Deion Sanders, Volpe, Will Warren, Ben Rice, Will Warren, Judge on a gold, Judge again, a double bubble on Judge there. You got 2 double bubbles, a Mariano and then a Will Ferrell. Damn, dude. So you had like 14, especially with your double bubbles for the Yankees. So Yankees coming through for the Duckster. And then Oakland with Steiners and black and gold getting a Cade Morris auto. Jacob Wilson, Nick Kurtz on the rookie, Nick Kurtz on the red ice, excuse me. Willie McIver. It is McIver. Severino, Mason Barnett, McIver again. That's 8. Dingers, Dylan Dingler. No, he's not here. Tommy White. Carlos Duran, Jacob Wilson, and then Gunnar Hoglund. So that gives you 14 in top loaders for Oakland. That is Steiner's in black and gold. All right, black and gold. Cleveland on a John Denny. And the Phillies on hell, I don't know. The gentleman. The gentleman, I don't know. Don't ask me that one. All right, we got these two guys to do tomorrow on the Panini points and the Sasaki. So we will randomize those guys tomorrow. So be on the lookout for a little quick video tomorrow. A lot of sleevers, Eagle Fin. A lot of sleevers. So thanks for joining me on a Friday night. Love you guys and gals. Hell yeah. Angel, you got a few for the White Sox. Glad you hung out all night. Bubby. So, got to be up at 4 a.m. Holy shit. All right. Well, love you, Bubby. Sir Thomas, love you, man. K. Vaughn, thanks for checking in, man. Ivo in the holla, checking in late. Love you. Fran in the holla. Love you, guys. Love you. Bradley hung in there for some Cubbies. Had a decent night. Not the best, and not like the last break, but still trying to pull that auto for them. David Duck, you had a bunch of freaking cards top loaded, but looking for those autos. I know you are. So you, Jared Brolsma, or Thomas, you guys were rolling on trying to close this. So Bradley, Angel, Fran, Sir Thomas, the Duckster, Jared Brolsma in early. I think I got y'all, Eagle Fin. All right, everybody. Have a safe weekend. You got an extended to Monday, so look out for a football. I'll try to get a football up this weekend. All football has been separated, so the only thing I have to separate is the baseball right now. So rolling along, Finn. Rolling along, trying to keep you guys rolling in your cards within the month or shortly thereafter. So I at least got to send out two to three breaks to make it cost efficient. Because shipping is, if I send a 4-ounce package, it's freaking $6. Go try to print one and you'll see what I'm saying. 4-ounce package, $6. No doubt. It's just $5.80 to $6. Shipping has gone up like. So, all right, Eagle Fin. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Be safe, like I said. And I will see you soon. And Eagle Fin Breaks always says, holla, holla, holla. Sir Thomas, yes, holla, holla. Love you guys.